Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to talk about Dayak issues from Sarawak this afternoon, and the perspective of from the Dayak on the political scenery of Malaysia. Now, I like to bring back the story about when Malaysia was formed. I just want to mention here today that we Dayak felt betrayed and cheated by the federal government of Malaysia today. If we have known that such treatment were given to us, that we have been taken away so many of our rights and our wealth, we would not have wanted to join Malaysia. In so far that Tun Juga, before he died, says that, I fear that Malaysia is like sugarcane. It is very sweet at the lower stem, but as it goes higher and higher, it becomes tasteless. So that is where we are. Now, how many of you have gone to houses that has no clean drinking water in West Malaysia today? How many of you have not seen electricity being used in any house in West Malaysia today? How many of you have drank muddy water? How many of you really actually couldn't even ride a bicycle? You have to walk over mountains and hills because there is no road. 48 years after Malaysia, 49 years after the formation of Malaysia, many of us are still living in the time of James Brooke. You might not understand that. Now, I like to put it that way. Why are we in such a position? Because the federal government, Barisan Nasional, wanted to keep Dayak poor so that Dayak can be bought all the time. That is in their mind. And what I am telling you, they will not be able to buy Dayak all the time. They can give Dayak the money, but they will not get our votes. Now we have land. Dayak are the original people in Borneo, not only in Sarawak. So you find Dayak in Sabah, Dayak in Sarawak, Dayak in Kalimantan. We have no other land. But today, we have no land. Our longhouses are built on land that do not belong to us because the government refused to give us land title. So, what we have achieved, what the government has given us, they have created squatters for us in our own land. So we are squatters in our own land. Is that an achievement? And you know who got the titles to the land? Big BN cronies, big rich cronies get thousands acres of land for plantation development. They took all the forests. They left us with no animals to eat. They dirtied the river, we don't have any fish. We don't have the money to buy medicine, but they destroy all the herbs in the jungle. And that is what progress is to us, as promised by Barisan Nasional. That is why I said Dayak really feel betrayed, and we really feel cheated and second class in Malaysia. Now let me touch on to another topic. How many of you are Malay? You said you can put up your hand. How many of you are Chinese? You put up your hand. If I said how many of you are Indian, you know that you are Indian. You know what is my race? Lain. You know what is lain? I can be a monkey, you know. How is it possible? For 49 years, the Barisan Nasional government could not solve the race of the people of Sarawak and call us lain. That is, a friend of mine, a Hainanese, He says in Hainanese, I don't want to tell you lah, nang buti kuih type of people. So I was thinking, what the hell is that? Now, again, I am going to touch on something I hope is not that sensitive, but we have a cultural shock in our own backyard. The rural schools of Sarawak is 100% Dayak population. And you know what happened? In order to raise the standard of our education in the rural Sarawak, in order to help us into national integration or national unity, there's an ustaz to our school in the rural schools, and nobody understands what is this ustaz doing. And then they send 6,000, 7,000 West Malaysian teachers going into the rural areas, whereby our life is totally in opposite of what is given to us. We are Christians. We pray to our ancestors. We are isolated people. And here is a new study, new moral values. This is new concept of God, which we can't understand. And at the end of the day, my niece came and told the mother, before you eat, you must do this first. And then she was shocked. Why do you do that? You must wash your hand. No, he says, you must do this first. Now, that child is totally confused, and she is not the only one. Now, we all recognize what is our official religion. We must also recognize that we are free to practice the religion of our choice. Why should we go to such an extent that you look at us as a potential people to change because we were made helpless by the government, who explained to us that development means minor rural project. Now, the Sarawak Dayak need to decide on what is her stance for the future. Our stand for the future is quite simply, very simple. We would like to be with the people who recognize us as Malaysian and not inferior to anyone in Malaysia. Is Sarawak ready? I think if you see the numbers of YB from Sarawak, there are 12 now, 3 from PKR, make it 15, plus 1 independent, that is 16. That is really breaking ground in Sarawak. And I can tell you that the 2 parliamentary seats that we have today, if the PRU is coming, we have at least minimum, which is not good enough. Yeah? Minimum we will have 6, but of course, we will go for 12. Now, I would like to share the other thing before I end up. That is the Dayak ready? Now I am asked or appointed to become the chairman of the Dayak Consultative Council. Is the Dayak ready? The Dayak will never be ready, but I am very happy to tell you that DAP is very ready to help the Dayak. And because of that, we have worked diligently with DAP and Pakatan Rakyat to have a budget. And I'd like to have a special mention here that Saudara Lim Guan Eng has promised in 2011 election, or Pakatan Rakyat manifesto promised 1 billion for Dayak. Now, whether that is delivered or not, that depends on whether we will form the government. And we wanted Pakatan Rakyat to form the government in order to deliver that promise to us. So, we can achieve our goal to take Putrajaya. Of course, we could with everybody's hard work. And of course, there is a strong desire for change. Because we desire for a government that is accountable, a government that is strongly principled, And we know that DAP has the pedigree to win against all odds. The harmonious nature of relationship within the DAP would be a big plus to us. It will get us into the motion of being assimilated into DAP in a very nice manner. So I would like to remind DAP, despite all this success, please remain humble. Please remain dedicated to your cause, to our cause, and to serve our people. Then we will one day take Putrajaya in the next election. Thank you.